Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be day drinking at 4 p.m. on a snowy day, which overall I am very excited to do. It doesn't snow very much in my local area, and when it snows, we don't normally get snow like this. It's usually more like freezing rain, but there's a lot of very big flakes coming down right now. And so as such, I figured it was the perfect opportunity to, well, day drink outside at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And so as such, well, that's exactly what I'm doing today. To say the least, I am very excited for this experience. But what am I actually going to be drinking today? Well, what I've got with me today is a bottle of Mount Gay Eclipse rum from Barbados. And I'm going to be mixing this rum with a little bit of Barks root beer, which I have right here. I'm going to be mixing them both up into this cup right here. I figured probably a pretty bad idea to have a cup without a lid, especially since it's snowing right now. And because I don't want to get any snow in my drink itself. I don't want the snow to water down my drink or anything like that. And either way, just eating snow from the sky is generally not considered to be a particularly good move. But I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and actually get to mixing my drink up so I can actually go ahead and get to, well, day drinking at 4 p.m. on a snowy day. I suppose I should probably go ahead and get to it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the lid off of my cup if I possibly can. And hopefully, while the lid is kind of off, it does not decide to snow too much into my cup. I'm going to go ahead and get this off as well. I do have my gloves on because it is currently a little bit chilly out here. It is currently around about, I want to say 30 degrees Fahrenheit out here. So it's not like the coldest by any means. I've day drank in colder weather before, or at least weather that feels colder than this, especially since it's not particularly windy out here right now. It really doesn't feel all that cold, frankly put. But, what was I about to say? I'm feeling a little bit out of it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really do think I need a little bit of a drink. I am feeling a little bit out of it today. What was I about to say? Yeah, hopefully no snow actually goes in my cup while I'm pouring this all up and whatnot kind of thing. Let's go ahead, put this down. Let's go and pour some rum in. And I'm thinking that should probably do. I don't know if you guys really got a good look at that, but I'm thinking that should be enough for what I want for the moment. I'm going to go and quickly put the lid back on. Not going to get it super tight on there because I might want more. Let's go ahead and now get my can of root beer all opened up, and I am wearing gloves. Turns out wearing gloves, bad idea when you're trying to open up cans and whatnot, so I'm going to use my knife, which I've got right here is my Kershaw Scallion. There we go, just got that opened up like that. There we go, that helped quite a lot if I do say so myself. And I'm just going to pour the entire can into my cup. Now, I did forget to bring a stirrer out with me, I will acknowledge, but I'm just gonna kind of swirl it around just like this kind of thing. I'm just gonna do that. I don't know how well that's really gonna work. Probably gonna lose a lot of carbonation by doing that, but just gonna mix it around because I did forget to bring out a stirrer, and that was a bad move for me. I need to be a little bit more professional. I need to get better at remembering to bring my stirrer with me. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's do that just a little bit more. Without further ado, y'all, I think it is now time for me to go ahead and actually get to, well, day drinking at 4 p.m. on a snowy day. Let's go ahead and take my first sip of my first drink today, and let's get to it. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty nice if I do say so myself. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. None at all. None at all. Nice root beer flavor going on. A little bit of rum in the background. Ooh, cannot complain. Cannot complain. What can I say? It is really, really, really nice out here. It's so far in my local area snowed 3 times this year, which is 3 times the normal amount. Although, I guess 3 times 0 is still 0 now, isn't it? So it's more like plus 3 the normal amount, I guess would really be the right mathematic equation. But it doesn't normally snow, but maybe once a year in my local area. For the last couple years, hasn't snowed really at all, in all honesty. Maybe got a little bit of freezing rain or hail like once or twice, but no real snow that really sticks on the ground and stuff like that. It's been coming down like this since this morning, and we've got, I want to say, probably about 1.5 inches so far, which I know to some of y'all might not sound like a lot, but it's a pretty good amount when compared to the amount of snow we normally get in my local area, which is like max 1 inch kind of thing. And especially since it snowed like 3 times this year, it's wild, yo. It really feels surreal. But honestly, it feels really nice out here. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it is. Sometimes, like when it's like cold, like 35 degrees, 40 degrees, but there's like a little bit of a breeze, it feels like really cold. But like right now, I mean, like it's below freezing. It's snowing, obviously, and the snow is sticking, obviously. But it really doesn't feel that chilly out here. Now, granted, I am wearing boots with thermal socks, with thermal pant legs on, with thermal jeans on, and then I've got a thermal top on, another long sleeve shirt under that, or over that, and then I've got a hoodie on, and then this jacket on. This is like the warmest jacket I own, and then I've got a beanie on, my gaiter on, my gloves on, double layered, so I am prepared for the weather, I will acknowledge. But either way, I'm still surprised I'm not feeling as cold as I very well could be. It is very surprising, I will acknowledge. Might have added a little bit too much rum in all honesty. It is, I'll acknowledge, tasting a bit rummy. But I'm like, hey, it ain't no biggie. It ain't bothering me by any means, I will acknowledge. My nose is starting to run just a little bit though, so I can definitely tell it's still cold out here, but it just really doesn't feel bad. It really doesn't. Like, I've previously gone out and made videos in like 24 degree Fahrenheit weather before, which is like negative something Celsius. Probably like -5 Celsius or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe like -4. I'm not exactly sure, I'll acknowledge. But it was snowing. There was a lot of snow on the ground where I was at the time. I was not in where I am right now. And it felt perfectly fine. It was actually, it legitimately felt warmer than it does at like 40 degrees in my local area. And I think it really comes down to like the amount of humidity in the air. In all honesty, I feel like the snow kind of takes all the humidity out of the air, and so it makes it very dry. Which I guess makes sense because Antarctica is considered to be a desert now, isn't it? Like, it's considered to be a desert. And part of being a desert is being dry, right? And even though Antarctica has a lot of water on the ground, there's a lot of ice, there's a lot of snow and whatnot kind of thing, it is still very dry, though. It is still very dry. So, I guess the snow kind of does take the humidity out of the air, and I guess maybe what makes it feel colder than it really is in my local area isn't the fact that it's actually really all that cold. It's just the fact that it's not dry. It's very humid. Where I'm from, it's not like a tropic rainforest by any means, but it is. I'm trying to think the right way to put it. I know there's a definition. It's like the Appalachian Mountains. It's rainy, but it's not like a tropical rainforest. But it's like I can't remember. I can't remember what the right way of putting it is. But it's like a forest that gets like not like insane amounts of rain. It isn't like insanely warm, but it certainly does still get like a decent amount of rain, a decent amount of the time, and whatnot kind of thing. So it is just more humid than not in my local area. But now that it's snowing, it's not. Very interesting. Huh. Yeah. Overall, I'm liking it out here. Just a little bit of a breeze, but the breeze is kind of at my back, going this way just a little bit. Snow is not landing directly on my face by any means. Excuse me, it's feeling great out here. I am getting a lot of snow on me, though. And I'm feeling like I also need another sip of my drink. No complaints on my behalf. None at all. None at all. Let me tell y'all what. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking forward to getting me a little bit of buzz going. I ain't got no buzz going from the alcohol quite yet. But I am feeling like a good joke could be made right now. I don't think there's quite enough snow to make this joke on me. Or I don't think there's quite enough snow on me to make this joke quite yet. But I'll make it anyway. Oh, wife. You buy too many Steam games. We are now homeless. I love that meme. It's too funny. Got to get all the snow on me for the accurate representation of that meme, of course. But I'm getting a lot of snow on me. I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up and get some of it off. Should I make a snowball? I don't think I've made snowballs in like literally years. I don't really want to make a snowball with my gloves on though, because then my gloves are gonna be like soaking wet for the rest of this video. So I'm gonna put my gloves in my pocket real quick and make a snowball with my bare hands. Let's see. Oh, this stuff is just powder. Oh, it doesn't. Oh man, that's cold. This stuff is just powder. That does not want to turn into a snowball. It is not nearly sticky enough. It is just powder. Wow. A bird flying by? Dang. That bird's bold. Bolder than I wouldn't be flying in this weather. It's snowing after all. Put my gloves back on real quick with my now slightly damp hands. Oh man, my gloves. Okay, all right. They're not wanting to go back on. My gloves not wanting to go back on. I might have made a mistake by taking them off to begin with. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just gonna redo it for both of them because I just layer my gloves. I like having like one pair of like dexterous gloves where I can like do stuff with them, and then like one pair of like thicker gloves, but I still like having the dexterity. So I just layer my dexterous gloves under my like thicker wool fingerless gloves, and it works fantastic. Works great. Great setup. Honestly, should have done it sooner because I was using like really thick but really warm gloves, but I just couldn't do anything with them and whatnot. Very good. No complaints on my behalf. And my empty can of Barks, collecting some snow on top. Yes, sir. Oh man, it's nice out here. I brought my sunglasses out just in case, because sometimes, like, in the snow, it can be, like, really bright and whatnot, but not today. It's a bit more cloudy than not. I'll acknowledge, as you guys can tell with the background of the video, it's a bit more cloudy than not. Obviously, it is snowing right now. But sometimes, even when it's cloudy, it can be quite bright. I've definitely had it happen where it's, like, even raining, and I have to put my sunglasses on, because my eyes are quite sensitive. But not today. Not today. It is just about the perfect sort of lighting right now. Great lighting for a video. Great lighting in general. I feel like it doesn't really look this cold out. I feel like certain lightings can give the feeling of a certain temperature and whatnot. And I feel like this lighting makes it look a lot warmer than it really is. But it is still like 30 degrees out here, I'll acknowledge. But yeah, it's not too bright by any means. There's lots of clouds in the sky. Can't see anything between the clouds. It's just cloud. So it just looks gray. But great lighting out here, if I do say so myself. No complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. None at all. None at all. Great lighting. My eyes are not angry at me. Can't complain. No sunglasses needed today, apparently. Watch, in 15 minutes, the clouds are all going to go away and it's going to get sunny. And then it's going to be really bright because now there's all the powder on the ground. Man, though. This would be like people who enjoy Coca-Cola, this would be their wonderland. They'd be like, oh my God, there's so much powder on the ground. Holy crap. I gotta go get me some of that. What plane got all that stuff knocked off? That's a lot. That's gotta be like a lot kind of thing. That's a lot of money right there. People who enjoy Coca-Cola be like. But, oh, this is so nice. It's so quiet out here. Couple dogs, couple birds in the background. Just seeing the snow just fall consistently. And just hearing it hit me. Like I can't hear it hit the ground. But I'm like able to hear it hit me. It's very relaxing. It's very relaxing, I'll acknowledge. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. And I think I'm almost done with my first drink. Oh, that's a bit rummy right there. No issue, though. No issue. I think, you know, I might be wanting a snack. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Did I not grab a snack? Oh, no, I did. I did grab a snack. All right, we're all good. I was like, oh no, I forgot to bring my snack out. That would have been really bad. Oh. And this is why I like my dexterous gloves, because it means I can actually do dexterous things with my dexterous gloves. This is just sliding. I'll show you real quick. Okay, it did stop there. That is too funny. That is too amusing if I do say so myself. It's still sliding. They should have a curling league where all they use is ashtrays. What do y'all think? I think that would be insane. Like curling, but it's not like normal, like curling, like pucks. I don't know anything about curling. But instead, it's thrift shop ashtrays. So nobody's allowed to buy or make their own ashtray. They have to get them from the thrift shop. And if they shatter because they have to be made out of glass, then that one's just done. They can't use another one like that until they find another one from the thrift shop. I think curling but ashtrays would be a hilarious sport, and I would absolutely watch that. I think that would be so funny. That would make me watch curling. Genuinely. I should really not be saying this idea out loud. I should really patent that and make it into its own Olympic sport. Curling but ashtrays. I know curling, they be trying to attract a younger audience. I think that's the way to do it. Just use random objects as the curling puck. Genuinely, I think that would do really well. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Use random objects as the puck for curling. Genuinely, I think that would be a really good way of getting people to watch curling. I really do think it would. And there's no like optimization or like anything like that for like what is supposed to be used. The ashtray is just sliding. All right, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. One more sip left. I think I'm gonna make myself up another drink. I'm not super buzzed though, I'll acknowledge. I'm definitely feeling like I need another drink, so I'm gonna mix myself up another one in just a minute. I'm thinking. Man, oh man, though. There's a bird over there. He's just chilling, enjoying the snow as I am. Oh man, and the buzz is hitting from the alcohol. Mix myself up another drink though. Oh, that's really freezing to it. That's really freezing the lid of my alcohol. The Mount K Eclipse, I feel like it's a pretty solid mixer. I wouldn't want to drink it straight personally, but I do feel like it's a pretty solid mixer. Oh, and now that's sliding. Put that over there. Glad I did not tighten this too much. My cup is sliding too. Wee ball. Let's go and see if I can get this one opened up. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm going to have to use, excuse me, my knife again. Wee ball, you know what I'm saying? Wee ball. Yes, sir. Knife working good in this scenario. That is for sure. Yes, sir. Got my drink all opened up. Let's go and pour her in. Perfect. And I just got to mix it up now. Just do 2 of those. Should be good. Perfect. No complaints on my behalf. Even better than the first one. This is nice though. Just chilling. Just enjoying the snow. It's landing on me. I got a bunch of snow on me now. Yes, sir. This is nice. Now this is a vibe. I gotta grab myself a little bit of a screenshot for filming this video though. Let's go and do that real quick. Well, hopefully one of those will do as a screenshot for the thumbnail of this video. We will find out, I do suppose. Whew. No complaints on my behalf. Let's take another sip of my drink. Yes, sir. I can definitely say without doubt that now I am getting me a little bit of an alcohol buzz going, and it feels really nice. It's warming me up. It's warming me up. Like my legs starting to get a little bit cold, but I'm feeling plenty warm. Just messing with the snow. It really is just powder. It's genuinely just powder though. Like we do not normally get just powder in my local area. Like that's pretty crazy. Like normally it's like freezing rain or something like that. I know I'm talking like a southerner right now who never gets any snow. I am a southerner who never gets any snow. Y'all from the Northeast, y'all are like, man, we get snow all the time. Y'all from Canada, y'all are like, we get snow all the time. Y'all from Scandinavia, y'all are like, we get snow all the time. I do not get snow all the time. It's max a once a year thing. Happened 3 times this year and we're getting powder. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty wild, I ain't gonna lie. Excuse me. Now this is, I gotta admit, an experience I am glad I am having. That is for sure. I am glad I am having this experience. Day drinking in the snow at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Day drinking at 4 p.m. on a snowy day. I got no complaints on my behalf. None at all. No complaints. None. Absolutely zero. I would absolutely do this again. Just grabbing my, we can see how much snow I've gotten. This is the lid of my ashtray I keep outside. And we've gotten, I'd have to say it's probably about 1.5 inches, something like that. Let's get it off real quick before I open it up though. Got to make sure it's all closed up. Put it in the exact same place I left it. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Getting a little bit of a breeze now. My glove's getting a bit wet, but that's okay. Oh, man. Feels nice out here. Genuinely feels nice. Oh, man. Yes, sir. This jacket, though, goated. I really like it. Oh. Keeps me warm, keeps me dry. I know my hoodie about to be hella wet once I go inside. But, hey, that's A-okay. That's A-okay. I have experienced more snow than this before on 1 or 2 occasions. The biggest time I've experienced more snow than this was when I went to Japan, and I went to a ski town in Japan called Hakuba. which was a great experience. I really enjoyed my time there. I didn't go skiing. I'm not really much of a skier. I've never gone skiing before, I'll acknowledge. And since I was on a trip in Japan, I didn't feel like accidentally breaking something trying to learn how to ski for the first time. But they probably had like 2 or 3 feet of snow when I was there. And it was snowing for a good amount of the time is why I walked, like I want to say probably a mile in the snow to get to a convenience store. And that definitely made me, because I was walking and it was like twisty. It's like a mountain area. So it's like very twisty road. So like sometimes the wind would be at my back and sometimes it would be at my front. But I was like, I need some like ski goggles just to be walking around because snow just kept getting in my eyes. I'm just like really glad that right now the wind is going this way, like on my back. So the snow is like actually just not getting on my face at all. Cause like I got to the convenience store and I was just soaking wet. But it is a great experience and I don't regret it one bit. I have no regrets about doing that. I got my onigiri. Not right now, but I got my onigiri then. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. This is nice, though. I'm enjoying myself. I'm getting a bit chilly, though. My hands starting to get a bit cold. They were chilling for, like, probably the first 25 minutes I was out here, but for the last 10 minutes, I've started actually getting a bit cold, a bit chilly. But it ain't too big a deal by any means. This is nice. It's quiet though. Like there's some road noises, there's some dogs barking. Hearing the HVAC unit in the background. But it's very cold. It's very cold? Sorry, no. I mean, it doesn't really feel as cold as it really is. It actually feels warmer. But it's very quiet, to say that correctly. Feels nice, I'll acknowledge. Yes, sir. I'm glad I bundled up as much as I did. If I hadn't bundled up as much as as much as I did, this would definitely be not as good of an experience because I'd be quite cold. But while my hands are starting to feel a bit chilly, while my legs are starting to feel a bit chilly, I am still chilling nonetheless. My upper body feeling very warm, my face feeling just fine. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Yes, sir. And the snow is just like coming almost straight down now. The wind is kind of changing now. It's kind of coming towards me though. We ball. We ball. Enjoying my drink. Ain't got to worry about the snow getting in it because it's got a lid. It's exactly what this cup is for. Red cup with the lid, you know what I'm saying? Red cup with the lid. That's what I'm saying. Now that, if you got a red cup with a lid, that's how you know somebody's a professional drinker. If they got a red cup with the lid, they're a professional day drinker. I got a red cup with the lid. Might be a professional day drinker. Not to toot my own horn, but might be. We ball, you know what I'm saying? We ball. Pretty much everything in my local area shuts down when it snows, though. School's closed for like next 3 days, probably. Not that I go to school. I've been out of school for years. But I know a lot of stores are closed around me just because they don't want to have their employees get out in this weather. And honestly, that's a really good thing. Like, I know up north in, like, New York and stuff like that, this snow would be like a joke. This would be a joke. Everybody would still be going to school. Everybody would still be going to work and whatnot kind of thing. In my local area, though, everything shuts down for the snow. It just does not stop. Nothing stops for this. It just does not. Excuse me. Everything stops for the snow, to say it correctly. Yeah. We just don't get snow enough to, like, be used to it, honestly. And, drivers in the snow in my local area, because nobody gets winter tires, because we don't need them. Everybody either is riding around on summer tires or all seasons. I normally just buy all seasons, because I never need winter tires. Yeah, driving in this weather, it's not good. It's not good to drive around in this weather, I'll acknowledge. Not really because the weather's really so bad, like, the car I drive normally, it wouldn't want to start right now. It's a diesel. It's kind of cold. Diesel does not like starting in the cold like this. And also my glow plugs, kind of low-key shot as of this moment in time. I need to replace them. High-key shot, actually. My car doesn't want to start in 50-degree weather. It will, but it doesn't want to. It will start right now. I guarantee it'll start right now if I wanted to start it. But I feel no desire to. I'm not going anywhere today. Not because I think my car would do bad in the snow. It actually wouldn't. It's heavy enough where I think it would actually do really well in the snow. But the reason why I don't want to drive it, one, they salted the roads yesterday, and I don't want to get my car all salty because it's an old car. It's from the 1980s. And two, because I'm afraid some other driver will hit me, frankly put. Yeah. That's usually the issue in my local area. It's not that I'm worried my car is going to get stuck. It's not that I'm worried about me crashing my car, doing a single car crash or something like that. It's more everybody else I'm scared of. And so I just don't want to go out on the road when it's when it's snowing. Now in my local area though, the up until I want to say like the mid 2000s, nothing really shut down when it snowed. People still went to work, but then we got one really bad snowstorm that gave people PTSD. Because like literally it started at like, I want to say like 1 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody was at work. And then people like literally just couldn't get home. They'd try driving home. There's traffic jams, crashes, they'd get stuck. And so people ended up either just sleeping in their car or walking home. Literally, there were the cases where school buses got stuck or just got trapped in traffic and nobody came to clean up the crash or anything like that because the tow truck couldn't get there either. Where like literally the school bus driver was going like house to house to be like, hey, can we please like, we've got like a school bus full of people. Can we like sleep in your like living room? Like, please? Because otherwise everybody's going to be sleeping on the bus and this is not going to go well. So that literally happened in my local area. Ever since then, everything's always been closed whenever it snows. Probably for a good reason, because nobody in my local area knows how to drive. But that and Snowmageddon. And like, I think it was like 2012, 2013 or something like that. There's one photo that went very viral from that moment that still goes viral every once in a while. And it's a photo of a hill in my local area with like a car caught on fire and people walking back like from the fire. And everybody else is stuck on the side of the road. Yeah, that was my local area. Nobody in my area knows how to drive in the snow. Even our cop cars don't have winter tires. They still go for all seasons. But honestly, the snow is just like really nice in my local area though. One, it's just nice because, like, it's snow, and we just don't get snow very often. I never really grew up experiencing snow all the time, so it's still something that is very like, oh wow, it's snowing, holy crap, to me. Which I'm sure seems ridiculous to some people who experience snow a lot, but it just doesn't happen very often in my local area. And like, too, it's just like a nice, like, day off kind of thing. Like, nothing happens in my local area when it snows. Everybody is closed. Nobody goes to work. Nobody goes to school. Everything's closed. All the grocery stores, except for like maybe one or two, are closed pretty much, and the ones that are open are very minimally staffed. Nobody's stocking shelves. Everybody's just running registers or running other counters and stuff like that. It's just a nice day off. I gotta admit, this is pretty nice as well. Just a chill day, enjoying the snow, having a good time, having a good drink or two, and just enjoying myself. I can't complain. I can't complain. I'm having a good one. Excuse me. Man, oh man. This is nice. I really do got a nice buzz going from the alcohol now, though. I'll acknowledge. It's pretty good. I ain't got too much more drink left, though. I think I'm gonna go and finish it off. No complaints on my behalf. Drink all done. And I think, well, that's probably the video right here, in all honesty, as well. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. I think I've enjoyed myself to the fullest extent. 2 drinks in the snow at 4 p.m. Now, technically 5 p.m. It is 5:30 right now, I'll acknowledge. I started this video around like 4:40, 4:50. So it was 4 p.m. when I started this video. But I've had a great experience. I've had a great time day drinking in the snow at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Day drinking at 4 p.m. in the snow on a snowy day. It's been great, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I'm going to make one more joke before the end of this video, because there's now a lot of snow on me. Oh, wife, you buy too much alcohol. Now we are homeless. Had to do it. I love that. I love, like, whenever it snows, that meme gets stuck. Whenever it snows, that meme gets stuck in my head. I like that meme. But I hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me day drink in the snow at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video today, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel, along with all my other channels, all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Till the next one, stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?